What does your ex carry? Here's my ex carry right here. Whoops. Let's put some ears on. Or it might be my ex hearing. Hey, that's a pretty nice pistol. Let's shoot it again. Everything just fall apart down there. Hey, you know what? I'm not finished yet. I really am not. Let's put one on the gong while we're playing. Yeah, I was playing a little too much. Got to get a nice trigger break. Okay. So yeah, this is the X carry. So I don't carry it anymore. I used to. All kinds of corny jokes we could use on this, couldn't we? It is kind of the counterpart to the compact that I have, by the way. You know, they're similar in size. Let's double check this thing again. I know the other one's clear. We've been playing, checking, and messing with it, but they're about the same size. You know, in fact, if you don't put the mag in that one, look at that. It is the same, but you put a mag in, it's a little longer because it holds 17 round magazines. All right. So the X carry is a little like the Glock 19X, I guess. You know, you've got the kind of the compact slide and then the full grip. Okay, so that's kind of what you have here. And I read that the Danish Army has actually adopted this thing. I mean, I can see why. We think of it, or at least SIG is promoting it as a carry gun, I guess, calling it the X carry. But it's really the same configuration pretty much as the 19X, which I think is pretty much what Glock submitted for the military trials, you know, and the FN509. And then of course the SIG, but firearms with the full grip, you know, 17 round or whatever, and a little shorter slide really are catching on, aren't they? They're really catching on, no doubt about it. It seems counterintuitive in a lot of ways because we all kind of know that the hard part to conceal of a firearm tends to be the grip, the length of the grip, whereas the length of the slide is not quite as big an issue. But it depends. If you're appendix carry or you're riding in a car, you need a shorter holster, shorter gun. I mean, there's an advantage to that as well. And you know me, I like short firearms typically. But anyway, grip, a full-length grip can be a little bit problematic. But then again, a lot of people, I have learned from just the last year or two, a lot of people don't mind it at all. You know, those Glock 43 and 48 that came out, 43X and 48. A lot of people love those things, you know, and I thought with the long grip, that wouldn't be that popular. But so anyway, people want something you can get hold of. And that's what you get with this, you know, that FN509, the Glock 19X, and others. You get a full grip, and you can really grasp that thing and shoot it. You get a nice balance. Let's, while we are just talking here, let's shoot some hollow points, okay? I've got a mag loaded, the HST. All right, it's usually what I have, carry. And speaking of carry, let's do a little pot smoking with them. Boom. Oh, we saved a 2-liter for the hollow points, didn't we? Purely accidental. Boom. Yeah, pretty nice. Cowboy. It looks to me like SIG might just want to phase everything else out. These X-carry frames and slides and everything seem to have the features a lot of people want. Now this one feels good too. John and I have been comparing a little bit, and then we like the feel of that compact just the way it is. But there's some things about this that are pretty cool. The fact that it's a little bit longer, you know, you do get a nice serious grip on it. It holds 17 rounds instead of 15. Big advantage, right? But and the trigger, the straight trigger, and it breaks at supposedly at a 90-degree angle. You know, it breaks right there, and that's supposed to be good. You know, especially with a flat surface, you're less likely to pull it, you know, laterally. And I think there's some truth in that. You know, they claim that it's SIG, and I like a flat trigger. I just do, whether it's on an AR or on a handgun. I don't see a downside to a flat, straight trigger. They tend to look different to us, don't they? Kind of odd almost. But you know, a lot of competition guns have them. I like it. It breaks about the same power. I think 5 or 6 pounds. And notice you've got different serrations on the slide here. They're a little bit more vertical. They get a nice bite to them. I like the color of the Coyote tan. It's kind of nice. I think it comes in black as well. Reversible magazine release. You got the ambi slide release, and they stick out a little more than I like, but they do. They protrude. You know me, I like things like these that are kind of minimalist, like the Glock or this SIG here, where you've got to kind of find it. These stick out pretty much there. So anyway, let's use a little bit more. I like that trigger. It feels good. That is a nice pistol. Chew up that cinder. Tell you, it just makes you want to shoot more and more.